Welcome, guys. We're back at it again, and everything is working smooth again. Welcome. I see some viewers coming in. I had to restart the live stream again because some trouble with OBS. I'm very sorry, guys. Everything should be right again. I'm gonna play the music in a bit. So music is back again, and we're back in the trades also again. Gold is recovering very, very nice. Silver also. USD GPY is also putting back. And CHF is also in profits already. So that would have been a beautiful trade to enter tonight because Friday was our entry. And we could have had another entry. Welcome, guys. See some people coming in. We had some technical issues. OBS wasn't working, so I had to restart it. We see a beautiful reaction coming up on USD CHF at the moment. The greater I thank you for tuning back in, man. But as discussed at beginning of the trade, the beginning of the stream, a nice entry would have been filled for USD CHF. Let's go, mate. Only good vibes, only good vibes. And you haven't met half of the community yet because I don't have a lot of followers. I have 31 followers at the moment, but every follower is my guy or my girl for real. We have like a lot of energetic people. They love trading. They love other things. It's funny. So many countries also. A lot of different countries. I don't know where you are from, but it's a beautiful thing about Kick. And welcome for the new viewers. USA. Let's go. Different side of the world, man. It's 3 a.m. for me right now. So I'm in the middle of the night trading Asian session. It's pitch black outside. Egypt, let's go. Oh, nice, nice and sunny. I've been there once when I was young as a kid on vacation. Yeah, it's very interesting. It's very diverse on Kick, way more diverse than on YouTube. On YouTube, it's more restricted to your country as a live streamer, I think. There are some international things, but not as much, especially in the lower category of live streamers, like with lower viewers. Maybe when you get bigger. I think the biggest struggle for us is our accent. Like the greater if you are from the USA, it's like English is a base language to speak for the whole world to know. So if it's your first language, it's always easier. For me, it's not my first language, so Bascota, I'm going to sleep on the next live. I'm going to tell you if I recovered something from the 4% loss. No problem, Bascota. Tomorrow I'm not live. I'm live Wednesday again. Tomorrow I have my niece for the sleep, so my fiance and me have her over for her birthday. So we have a movie night tomorrow. But Wednesday I'm back online again, and I would like to see you again, Bascota. Thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you very much. Have a great night rest or have a great day. I don't know how late it is in Egypt, but enjoy it. Good night. Oh, you said good night, so good night. But the greater, I have an interesting question for you. Like, how is it for you as someone from the USA to hear someone speak English from who's not from the USA or is from England? Like, I know I use proper words. I know there are streamers that are way worse, but my English isn't that proper all the time. I'm from the Netherlands actually, so I don't know if Amsterdam, Netherlands, Holland from the Spider-Man movie. A lot of people know it from the little part or the weed. It's one of those two. And it's a compliment for me to hear from someone from the USA. So I had some people say it in the live stream earlier, but then they were themselves from Mallorca or Romania. I'm like, okay, I understand my English is fine then, but but for coming from you, thank you very much. And I'm trying to get better every stream, so yeah, but sometimes pronouncement of some words it gets harder and harder, you know? Especially when it comes to technical analysis, it's like, ooh, did I pronounce it right or did I stutter? So, but it gets better every stream, what I say. So that's already a plus point. Streaming is also good for my second language. And I did Cambridge education, so when I was younger, my English was actually on a higher grade it is right now. The Thor in your voice. Is that a saying in the USA or is it of my accent? Like I do hear the Thor in your voice or the hard T, like the letter T. Yeah, I think if I would have taken some lessons more, especially speaking. Uh, no, your accent is like Thor from Marvel. Ah, that's cool. Thanks. I really like Marvel, so that's also a compliment from me. Yeah, I think most of us in the Netherlands learn stuff from movies, so it wouldn't be weird. It's not that I only watch Thor, so. But if we watch anything online, it's actually in English. We never watch it in our own language at home. Or it has to be from the Netherlands, but we never watch shows from our own home country. So USA, that's a big part. Where in the USA are you from? Oh, you like a lot of things from the Netherlands. You've been here before? Or do you New York? Nice. New York the state or New York the city? Like difference. Kinda like our hours drive difference. In the Netherlands, we don't have that. 2 hours and I'm in the different side of my country. So New York City, nice man. I really like the accent from there. So is you're fully yeah, we're really aggressive people. Aggressive, like is the news really telling the truth? Like, is New York lost its glory, like as a world capital or world city? Like, I know every city in the last past 10 years, actually bigger cities has gone downhill because of economics, war, uh, everything in the world is going wrong right now. So it's everywhere in the world. But is it really that bad as you see on Instagram and everything, or do they just film the alley and don't film the beautiful parts anymore? Like, is it is it like that? I always take stuff like that with a pinch of salt or a grain of salt. You know, it's like you never know if it's true because I'm not from there. No, we're still top of the top. New York City is a GTA server. That's a great part about. Yeah, okay. It's like every okay, understandable. Every corner, it's a new mission. Yeah, okay, I understand. Like, would you, when some people go on vacation, would you advise them more to go to the New York parts or LA or like Miami sides? It's like different parts of USA, but for people for outside the USA, it's also there are different cultures because I've seen some stuff about New York and I've seen some stuff about LA and it's totally different world almost when you go into New York City or you go to LA Beach. Both look like a GTA server. Don't get me wrong. Okay, very inclusive. Yeah. Yeah, so LA, Venice Beach, already saw it was a little more that, and not only high end, but a lot of people that like to be seen. Like, and not that's wrong, be yourself, but you will see a lot of crazy things, yes. Yes, for us as Europe, when we see stuff happening in America, like, it's not just a saying for you guys. It's like in Texas everything is bigger. For us, it's in America everything is bigger. So we also have crazy people on the street, but you go over the top. So like you always one level up. And on the good things, bad things. Yeah, it's also always funny. I worked in hospitality for a long time, so I worked in restaurants, and I've met a couple people from the USA, and it's always funny to see. They're like in the Netherlands, we are very direct. It's funny to say that people from the USA say that because it's not everywhere in the USA that they are as direct as in New York, as you guys. But here we have the same city mentality because I'm actually from Rotterdam. So, but it's it's funny to see the difference in cultures. Even though it's kind of similar, it's not similar. Like, but my wife would like to go one day to New York, but it's not my on my dream list of destinations. I have a lot of places in America I would like to see first, actually. So, but it is on the list. She has her right to also put some things on the list. So, yeah, but bro, that's in every country, in every big city. Like, if you come here and you come to Amsterdam or Rotterdam, you're gonna pay more than you go to a different city around or less touristy. So, if you go to a tourist trap, you're gonna get trapped. It's as easy as that. And you can kind of go to local spots and everything and where locals come, but it stays a big city. So I cannot complain when I'm on vacation and I go to one of the biggest cities of the world and they say, "Oh, it's expensive." Yeah. Wh- Whoa. What if, what would you, are you, some people are stupid to think that, like, and everything is more expensive in New York than City than you would have gone out of New York City. When you go to some village, prices are cheaper. That's the same in every country. So for me, I would always stay outside of the city, I think, also. And I will just travel a few days to the city of New York City. Yeah, is it as bad as the movies say and the rappers say? Like, as a tourist especially? Like, if I walk around, I'm coming back empty-handed, or is it not that bad? Especially as a tourist, yeah. Actually bad, eh? They're always in big cities. There are always people that just make the profit of tourists, and if you do it in a business way, be my guest. Like, make them bankrupt because they're on vacation, so it's good for the economy. But also the crime side, unfortunately, that's also a thing. But same for that in every city because in Rotterdam we have Rotterdam South, and I wouldn't advise you to go there either. If you're a tourist and you walk there after 10 o'clock in the evening, I wouldn't advise it. If you're a woman, I wouldn't even advise you to walk alone. So, yeah, but I think it also depends on how do you open yourself. Like, I'm a very social person, so I can adapt to people. So, and I can also read people very well. So, actually, trading helped me a lot with that. Psychology is a thing that I've learned so much about. even eye signal, even face signal, everything. But it helps in conversations and also in life a lot too. So I think when I'm will be in an interaction like that, I will be fine actually. I'm that one guy in the friend group who would talk to the guy who would flip out somewhere else and walk by and who would just have a normal conversation. Like human to human. Like what? I'm I'm like really down to earth with that kind of stuff. Yeah, but tourists are also part of the economy. So if you're bad to tourists, you hurt your neighbor's business or you hurt your family's business. So that's actually like domino effects. So if if you're from a big city and you're proud of your city, you should like appreciate every tourist, even though sometimes tourists are not that nice. And I understand if you just go on your dog walk with your dog or and the tourist is walking your way to take pictures from of every corner, it's not always fun. But they always also bring bread to the table for your family, for other people in the city, for so no, but that's fine. You can yell at each other. That's no problem. I've been to a lot of countries where I've been like a conversation between neighbor and neighbor. I was like, whoa, are they gonna throw stuff? I'm like, it's just a culture thing. And after that, they you see them in the bar and they grab a beer together, you know. And before that, they were shouting. You talk, but they weren't shouting. They were just happy, like Spanish people. They'll also do the same thing. New Yorkers are like loud people, right? So loud and as I like as I have to see a typical New York person is loud and very full of own confidence. And that's no problem because if you put two hens, like put two male chicken, two hens, put them next to each other, they're gonna fight and then it's okay. Then they're gonna just walk around. It's just the same situation in New York. Too much hens on the street. Like, oh, to rooster, rooster. Sorry, hen is the female chicken. Wow. It's really getting late. So if you put two roosters together, it's gonna be like fighting, 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 and then eating together. Fighting, fighting, eating together. At the same time, we are laughing about the New York culture. We see that gold is actually beautifully recovering in our trades and is almost at break even again. We will check. USD GPY is actually moving the other way. Did touch the naked POC. So that's why we kept our stop loss above the naked POC. So we could see the reaction of this level. This is most likely a level of reaction. And then we have to see how many volume is coming in here. If it doesn't get a lot of volume, as I stated, if we break this high, I stated in the beginning of the live stream and multiple times more, if we break this high, we have a break of structure. So in this case, I will close the trades we took last week together. I want to visit where you're from as well. You guys have a cool culture as well. You know, our, okay, we have a cool history as the Netherlands. So it looks like we have a great culture but actually we're such a small country, man. We are a country of every country mixed together. It's nowadays the culture of the old Netherlands is way gone. Like the past 40 years, our government ruined that with every immigrant that came in, and uh, a refugee is welcome here. So if you have war, more than glad to give care to anybody. Um, if we can if we able to in a country, we have to, I think, even. Um, but we have a lot of, yeah, luck finders here. Same as you have in the USA. That's a problem because there is no luck. There is no luck thing. It doesn't matter in which country you are. You have to work. You have to grind. You have to. And some people are not safe, and that's a different case. They can come, and I'm very open and clear about that. So, but there are beautiful things in our country. The thing you're gonna see is it's gonna be very flat for you. So it's flatter than flat. We don't have any hills, any mountains, nothing. Like flat. You can see kilometers far. Like that's cool. We have a nice farming. So that's a thing. We have something from history. Farming is the thing. The Netherlands is good in food industry. So we have nice things here as for you as a tourist. It's nice to visit sometimes, but I wouldn't stay here for like, oh, I'm gonna go there for a month. I think just book a 2 week vacation and pick some places out that you think, ah, that Minecraft Creative World, maybe Windows backdrop. I'm sorry, I'm not following this. Maybe I'm missing something, but Minecraft Creative World, maybe Windows backdrop. I did play some Minecraft, but not that much, so maybe it's my maybe maybe this is on me. The XY of dollar is dropping and the USD is moving up. This is like weird. The yen is getting backfired. This could hit stop loss. I think we I'm gonna put my stop loss a little above this because of the potential of this trade is still a positive risk to reward. If you're not capable to do this, don't play with the level. If you miss it, if it hits the stop loss, stop loss is stop loss. In my case, this little bit much more of a stop loss will not hurt my positions because of the winnings I already locked in of the trades we had before. And if we break this high, I will still close them. So, oh yeah, yeah. So yeah, Minecraft Creative World. Yeah, yeah. You can like everything is easy and ready to build. Yeah, true. Only thing is we're lower than the water level of the sea. So actually we're always building on top of water. For now it doesn't look like that anymore because we did it for years, and the Netherlands is one of the best builders as it comes to doing things with water. So that's also a cool thing to see. Uh, we have one of the biggest dams in the world and everything. So longest dams in the world. So we actually make a lake out of the sea. Uh, it's actually crazy. So we do have some stuff for tourists, I think, that are special, but for us, it's like, yeah. And if I drive from the top of Holland to the bottom, so like farthest point down, farthest point up is like 2 3 hour drive. So 3 hours maybe. Yeah, three I think. But it's like it's not much. If you just have your own car here, when you come here and enjoy the country, then you're able to see everything. I'm not familiar with the place, so I cannot confirm what you're saying, but maybe if it looks like that for you, what I'm explaining, but you have to see it like that. We are in like really developed country, so we're like far ahead of some at some points. But at some points, we're like back 50 years, where you guys have Uber drivers that drive you around like almost the whole country. There are almost no parts that you can't go or get an Uber. Of course, there are parts that are more remote, less Uber drivers. Lo- Pure logic. Here we have Uber in the big cities, and if you go outside of the big cities, you only have a taxi, so you only have more expensive option. But when you think about it, if you have a Uber in New York who doesn't want to drive further than 2 or 3 hours, it's a problem for a lot of people in the USA. So here is a little different. We are behind with some things, and some things we're really modern. And you would laugh about how small all our cars are, because all you guys' cars are like average sizes are way bigger, more trucks. Uh, we have like a lot of small cars. It's not as small as Asia, so there you're gonna find more small cars. So we're in between, like Germany, yeah. So Audi's, Volkswagen. Oh, sorry, Atlantis. I read Atlanta, so I was like, I've never been to Atlanta. So Atlantis, yes, yes, kind of like that. We built on top of water, and we built new land where we want new land. That's cool. So in Rotterdam, we have like we've built a full industry place that wasn't there. That was just water, but now it's full industry, like big. It's like a big part of the Netherlands. Oh, also, welcome to the new viewers in the stream. Carlitos D1, does trading actually work? It is my job, my friend. It's yes, it works. It's just like every other job. It's no magic money. It's no quick money. It's no easy way to begin being rich. Trading is something you do with capital. Trading is something what you do or besides income, or you do it when you have like a proper amount to rely on, or other businesses or investments. Trading itself as a job is something only 1 or 2% of traders can do in the whole market. So I think it's a really good question, Carlitos. Actually, does trading actually work? Yes, it does work. Not for everyone. I think it's one of the hardest jobs in the world, and not like surgeon or something like that, but more in mental wise. So there is no job in the world where I want my salary and they say no. Today we're gonna take away $10,000 from your salary because your stop loss hit. So we're gonna take $10,000 away from your saving account. And next week, maybe when you make money again, then you get money. That's just how trading works. There is no guaranteed profit. There's always risk with trading. And that's something a lot of traders forget to tell you. And a lot of live streamers be like, unforgettable wins, only wins, only wins. Yes, I had a good month. I had a really good month. 40 wins, one loss. I even had some more wins and one more loss, but it was outside of stream. This is inside of stream. Uh, how much have you made of 14 wins? Um, I won't fully fully tell numbers, uh, but let's say it has more than 5 or 6 zeros. So they are not small numbers anymore. I'm not gonna exactly leak that kind of stuff, especially with streaming and technology nowadays. IP address. I don't know how far they will take it to grab some pocket change that they can find on my computer or something. You never know. I'm well protected, but you never know. You hear the craziest stories. So, I'm trading for 6 or 7 years. You have to understand I'm not new to the business. And next to that, I also have my own business. So it's not the only thing I do. So it didn't uh, grow capital from nothing. It's like something you grow step by step. Yeah, that's why I say more zeros than a lot of people make. But I do consultancy as a chef. I've been a chef on a high level for over 12 years. So I've worked in Michelin star restaurants, so really high grades in the Netherlands. And after that, during Corona, I got a chance to, yeah, the restaurants were closed, so to look what I wanted to do. And I actually help restaurants who are in trouble with staff or in trouble with structure. I help them get back on their feet. So actually, kind of the diverse job. What dish do you? Okay, I think it's gonna be like a very normal or plain dish, but I think a lasagna, like Italian lasagna, because I'm a very layered person. I it's not like I have a lot of faces. I'm real. I'm just me on this camera, on this conversation. It's not like I'm kind of a character and I'm gonna jump around more than I do normally. I'm a crazy guy. I have no shame. I I'm just a chill guy on the other end, but I have a lot of layers in myself in conversations. So I could be on a very deep conversation with someone. I could be very on top. I can adjust myself very well. So also with that kind of layering, I think that's the best dish to describe myself. It's for Julian. Hello, welcome to the stream. Shepa, welcome. Thank you very much for the follow. I see Streamlabs has a little delay, so I saw it came in 4 minutes ago, but thank you very much. It's appreciated. No, I'm not a Cancer on horoscope. I'm actually a lion on a horoscope. It's for Julian, a community to help you learn. If you're in your journey to trade and you have a clear plan for yourself, you're always welcome to join our live streams. We don't do step-by-step trading. I don't do full-on technical blown analysis or explain every little step, but I do help people with their plans. So if you have some plans or you have a chart you want to see, I could chart it. You get the confirmation of my plans, of my trades. I give out my trades that I take all during live stream, and you can compare them with your own plans and grow from that. Look, where did I make the mistake? Why is he looking different at the chart than I'm doing? That's the moving average. So the average moving line, moving average, that's the average price. So you see it move back a lot to the average always. So it pulls back and also flip So a flip is positive. In this case, RSI means relative strength index. So relative strength index, if you take it very easily, it defines the strength of the price. In this case, we had a move up. So you want to see the relative strength index move up as well. So that's actually very nice that we saw it was below the moving average, flipped above it, and moved back up. The same as price did with the support we have on the weekly open low level. The weekly open low level, you always check the Monday night. So this night, the open, the first 2-hour candle marked the bottom level and the top levels. You can use this as any chart. There are very important levels to watch. So the reclaim of this level is very clear to see. We see a fake out here at the bottom, back inside the weekly order block levels, back just inside the weekly order low, and now moving back up again. So it's doing the same as price does. Okay, cool. Can I ask you a question to see your thoughts? It's Julian. Of course, you can always ask me. So Shepa, I hope I answered your question with yellow line and how the RSE move RSE counting is taking place here. Nice to hear. Thank you very much. And it's for Julian. I don't know if you already followed because Streamlabs is a little slow today, but thank you if you already did. The broker I use IC Markets. I'm not affiliated, so check your brokers really well. Every country has different brokers that work better in their country. Better services, better, you have to think about fees, you have to think about spreads. But IC Market is a well-known broker, a big broker worldwide, so it is known over the whole world. Owanda is also a broker, which I used before. I don't use it currently, so because of my spreads are better on IC, but I have some connections there, so it's. I hope that helps you, it's Julian. So my preferable broker with the least downtime is IC Market or Owanda. They don't have downtime at all, almost. Only on maintenance, but that's normal for a broker. So, and they give you notice in front before that happens. So. Aljon, welcome to the stream. Do you believe that you can learn trading for free? Yes, I actually do. I do think you can learn basic trading for free. Let's say it like that. So you can make money from trading and keep it very simple because I don't use a lot of shit on technicals. And the thing where some people need help is actually psychologically. So a lot of people need a mentor or someone to keep them in line. Yeah, to keep their rules or to look back and where did I do wrong. I think that's the most missed part in trading. Have someone that's like further in the game, like, and not someone who's trading for a year. And I'm talking about someone with experience, and that's hard to get, and that's not free most of the times. So yes, you can learn it free. The other side, no, you cannot. So everything comes with a price. And if you want to see all courses or all strategies on one place, then you have to get a course. And the courses, yeah, I'm not promoting any courses. I don't have any courses. So I'm totally neutral in that subject. But I do have some groups that I know that at least don't sell garbage. So it's not free. But when you go and learn there, I know that all the technical stuff and all the psychologicals and all the fundamentals they teach you there are good. Um, and you have to be careful where you take your course. So I will always advise first learn everything for free as long as you can. As soon as you notice you're missing something, you're missing that key element of guidance or learning more, yeah, then you can pay for stuff. But so I hope that helped, Aljun. And also for all the new followers, for the new viewers, please don't forget to leave a follow. I'm trying to reach a followers goal. And also, I will pin my Instagram again in the comments. On my Instagram, in my story, you can always see every day I'm live. For example, more tomorrow I'm not live. I will always post a story if I'm not live or if I'm live. So you would check that on my Instagram. So you can drop a follow on the Instagram and also drop a follow. Thank you very much, Aljon, for the follow. More often than everything, you learn trading for free is all there is to it. What do you pay for is what you think you don't know. Very rarely you actually don't know it. True, but sometimes the way of teaching something could help. So if, for example, you see trends, as explained earlier in the trade, why am I looking for upwards movement here? Because the trade is falling down. It's an easy thing for me to say, the structure, simple structure. We saw weakness here. We have short trades from the top and we have buy trades from the bottom. So we are safe either way. But I saw more strength in buying extra than selling extra right here. The reason is a lower low, a lower high. After that, we made another lower low and another lower high here actually. So we should take it away. Here actually lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. After that, we made one new lower high, but we failed to make a new lower low. So this is actually basic knowledge that you know we are missing the new lower low right now. And we could not break the last high because then we have a break of structure. What do? We break the last high. Came back. Didn't make no new lows. What do we have now? Currently, new high, new lows. Where are we aiming at? Hey, structure switch. Just structure. So not everything has to be really hard in trading. And I'm not gonna fully only trade on structure. I have my other confluences in my trades and other things I add up to my setup to make it more, more reliable to see where I have to take the trade or not. But it is a game of probabilities, so. And and when you want to join the live stream, I'm here. So it's not like I won't help, but I'm not like the one-on-one teacher. And if you want to do that, there is some time in my schedule sometimes, and I did do it sometimes in the past, but actually only with like close friends or family, because it takes time and it takes a lot of effort, and I want to see that effort gets back into the charts. And not, a lot of people think that when I teach them is they're gonna be magical words. No, it's just the hard truth. Some people take 1 year to learn, some people take 4 years to learn. Same with school. If you go to education, it's the same thing. Some people do did the same study in 1 year that some people did in 4 years. So it's just a job trading. It's nothing else. And people need to treat it like that. And also with a job, you have a teacher. So actually the grade, I think it's necessary if you want to become a big trader, profitable big trader, you have a mentor. Even I have someone I could ask for advice that's uh, 20 years more than me in the markets. And uh, that are key factors when you're in a dip or when you have a yeah a bad streak. Like, what should I do? And it's not like I'm asking him from the for the next best trade, but I'm like, what should I do in general in business? What's the next step? And sometimes it's a step back. Sometimes you have to have an overview of everything, and someone in your area that can help you with an overview is a lot of value. So it's worth, if I give 20% of my winnings to my mentor, etc. It's example. It's worth it because he keeps me in line. He makes sure I hit my goals. If I don't hit my goals, he can make me look back exactly why I didn't make it. With a lot of people, self-awareness is until a certain point, and I have a lot of self-awareness, but until a certain point, some things you can't see yourself, and especially with mistakes, people are used to, and it's a habit for people to get in a denial if you make a mistake. Oh, John, yes, of course, I understand. I understand totally. That's why I said if you really want to invest, just try to learn the basics on the internet because risk management, normal basic trend lines, normal structure switches, as I showed them, they're all free on the internet. That's actually what the gray means. So he's right. But on the other hand, if you can't master it by only seeing it, and you are someone who would like someone, yeah, who explains everything step by step, why does everything happen like I did before? That's something coaching does. So then you need to, to look for a coach who's gonna personally guide you, and you cannot think from that coach that he's gonna magically make you rich or give you all the answers, but he can keep you in track and also advise you which websites you use, which courses you get, so you don't get scammed. But nothing is for free on that side. So when you go to the step of coaching and educating yourself on a higher level, it's always gonna cost money. Nothing is for free in this world on that side. But the beginning side, you can learn for free easily. And I think even until you are starting profitable. Most of the times, the people need coaching when they become profitable and like are just over the edge, because that's the times they're also gonna lose big. So I hope that helped you a bit with your decision, Aljont. But you can start for free for sure. Just explore if it's something for you. You have to think, in this market, 99% of people in this market lose money. Maybe 95, 99, there are a lot of numbers in there, but you have most of the people, that's what I'm saying, most of the people lose money in this market. because of whales that eat that money, institutional shit that. So you have to have a passion for trading, for financial markets, for the fundamentals, for the technicals behind it, and also for the psychological part. If you have no passion for that, trading is not for for you. Like I'm really like that honest there. So it's not to demotivate you, it's only to be honest. I hope that helps, Aljont. No problem. I'm just I'm just fair. I'm not gonna make any fairy talks or ooh, make it look beautiful as it is. Of course, you can make tons of money with trading. That's true. Yeah, but it's not for everyone. And if you want to try, keep going, man. It's also a thing. You have to have a strong steel balls and like a hard skin, like really tough skin, steel balls. That's and you're always welcome here to. But already said, no problem to ask any questions here. If I have time to discuss something, if you want to see a chart, I will always do it if I have time. Yeah, even if you fail, keep going. The moment you crack the code, everything you lost comes back seemingly overnight. Yeah, but the great, of it's really like that. Look, you don't work yourself into depth. There is a difference. Like you don't have to be stubborn and put every time put money back, put money back, put money back. Yeah, you have to understand that you have to be self-aware. Like when you start your first 100 or $200 account, just to try or you're scared your broker is not real. You know, it's just the first time you do that. It's like be careful with that steps, but also have that steel balls. Like keep going even if you fall, even if you lose that first 200 euros you're gonna put in, put the next 200 euros in, but before analyze why did I lose it? What did I do wrong with it? It's like it's a game. It's a game of self improvement, and that's what makes trading fun. Discipline and self improvement, and that's the moment when what's the gray is describing. That's the moment you also crack the code. The moment you understand you're not actually improving the charts, you're improving yourself. I think that's key in trading. Your complete thinking changes when trading comes in life, even in daily life. I had to change some music. Sorry for a second. Once you find your trading personality, everything comes easily. Yeah, for sure. It's the same thing. Not everybody could scalp. I had one buddy of mine. He would only scalp, and I was like, bro, try something else because I see all your results. It's not for you. Like, how many accounts have you blown? How many accounts will you blow more before you understand the that high volatility, low time frame is the most stressful situation you can put yourself in. It's like if you don't control your emotions on a, yeah, it goes so quick. So I'm actually zoomed in on the 5 minute right now. That's really small for me. Normal trades for me are on two hour, 1 hour. Because when we're gonna look at these trades, these are my base trades. Oh, sorry. Uh, these are my base trades. We're talking about way bigger levels. So I'm way more of a chill trader normally. All the trades, all the 14 wins we got are trades of 0.5% or between 0.5% and 8%. Nothing is lower than that because then I don't count it as a win because 0.2% or 0.3%. I think it's a good trade, but I'm not even gonna add that to a counter. Even though it's a win, but we had a couple in between trades like this that I don't add to the counter. So because the base plan still has to go play out, and if it's gonna move up, then we're gonna hit break even stop losses here on the big trade. If it's gonna move down, we're gonna break even stop loss here, but we make move money each way because we have the top and the bottom, and all both hit take profits. So my buy take profits, stop loss break even, so no losses anymore. Same for the sell on Friday. Break profit hit on the MPOCs both. After that, this is actually on break even. When you do that, the trade goes away. So that's why I keep it like this. But actually on my 25, it's on break even. So I like to actually be really steady with my trading. It's my job. I have to pay my salary. If I can't do that, it's a tough month, you know. I have bills to pay. When I began scalping, I was a monster scalper, but I hated staring at the charts. Personality-wise, I wanted to be a swing trader, and the journey was full of losses. But yeah, I feel that one, the first switch. But I finally can do it to a masterful level. Yeah, it's nice, bro. It's not, you know, I'm not saying you cannot do anything. Like you can do anything. It's not when you can trade in one time frame, you can trade in every time frame. Setups are the same, so it's not any different. Well, only like patience. Patience is key. I think when I learned day trading and swing trading for like when I did that for the most, um, I started doing that after 2 years of trading. I think the first 2 years I was between scalping and day trading. One day was day trading, one day was scalping. But the most money I made was during swing trading. Swing and day trading, I think. Day trading, I made some proper trades too. But I totally agree. You can win anyway. Actually, you have to master all and then pick out what's best with your lifestyle. I think that's key. So it's the same as with a job. You can only work at the sales department, but when you learn something about the marketing, you sort of learn something about finance, you learn something, then you can really help the company. That's the same thing with trading. If you put effort in every corner, it's actually gonna pay yourself. So, and that's the beautiful thing with trading. The more you invest in yourself, the more you're gonna see that in your trades. So, It's a good thing to be good with both. Sometimes if I'm in drawdown, I'll put out that scalp crackback to get back in good fight and break even. Yeah, I understand. But like, for example, this trade, I know a lot of people would have panicked balls, bro. You're talking about 1% drawdown in gold. Like, uh, we're not talking about a zero point 0.1 lot trade, you know? We talk about multiple lots. So I know people who would have seen that amount and would be crying and would have shit rainbows. But I know my setup. I know my capability. I'm sure about my trades. Why otherwise would I share them on a live stream? Why wouldn't I just say, keep this away and maybe it's no, this is just my entry. Ugly ass entry. Because the retest was way nicer. But we saw a lot of opening volume, so we didn't know there was gonna come was a retest to come. So there was a big buying opening volume. So for me, this is just the ugly ass trade, but I know the direction is good. So I totally understand you there, the gray. But it's something you have to, yeah, like control. I'm like, yeah, loss is a loss. I make wins enough to cover my losses. So, and in the long term, in the longevity, as you say that before that, it will all play out. Always. Even if you have a long losing streak, because also that happened in my career. It's not where I was in total denial. It was like really bad. When I think back about it, I'm getting mad at myself. Golden Nasdaq normally has the habit of going to the first hourly candle high or low. I didn't backtest that, so if you backtested it, it could potentially be. But I always look back at resistance. We have an order block here that's gonna hold up the and build up volume. But I mainly look at this level. How do you want to call the pocket? Golden pocket CC. Uh, I don't know. You have so many names for this Fibonacci level, but it's just a 618 for me. Um, I'm looking for that level because of the big support shown here. So we could flip this. So this is my first big target I'm looking for. I could take a small target here because of the 3 points we hit on the 1 hour, but just could be a small TP because we're 0.5%. So we could do that and also draw our stop loss a little higher, so we trail our stop loss with the first take profit we take. So that would look more like this. So when we hit this first TP on 0.5, you're gonna put stop loss a little higher because we didn't break structure. So we know for sure actually that we don't gonna go lower. The only thing stopping us right now is the high. Right. So we could move some sideways action. But that's actually only after hitting profits. So, but thank you for telling us the gray. I will check it out. Is it on every pair, or is it only on gold and Nasdaq mainly? Like, or do more pairs have it? Sometimes. Yeah, I do understand what you mean, but here it wasn't just a clear failed auction. We saw the first reaction. We saw a lot of late sellers here. They get eaten, but we don't see enough liquidity from this move to reach new highs. Where we didn't make new highs. We did not make new highs. There was a failed auction here. Yeah. Okay. I know. I kind of know what you mean, but you have different words for that type of shit. So I'm always like, yeah, I understand, but this is just a normal field auction for me. So I look at order flow, I look at ATAS, and I'm checking order flow at this moment, and we are in sales from here. So yeah, I understand that the cheat code, the chat code, cheat code, but I understand. So it was a clear entry based on an order flow actually. Normally, you would have seen new highs here because we've kept the low and we are in an uptrend. So the fact that we didn't break the high and actually flatlined, so we didn't even get a wick, it means, in my opinion, a lot already, even on the trading view chart. And if I look at Atos on the same highs, we see here that a lot of liquidity is grabbed in this area, and here are a lot of cells opening, big cells, like whale cells. So they're actually holding the market and eating all the buys coming in from this move. So that's called a failed auction. So 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 retail wants to go higher, but the whales eat it and take their profits on that level. After they took profits, they took out the liquidity below here and moved back up. So now we're in between levels. So these are levels normally I wouldn't trade as I'm in this trade and I'm in this trade. I only trade the bigger levels. But it's good thing I will check it out, man. As I said, I'm gonna at least backtest it for a long time because I need more than 70 to 100 trades taken on the strategy to. Yeah, but it was very easy catches. But my long trades, my short trade was easy. The one I just explained it. But my long trade was even easier. This was the last all-time high we had. So if we had a last all-time high from this high, we see resistance, 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 resistance. Oh no, it's not moving back away from resistance. So it was a really easy catch for me when we broke all-time high and we flipped it actually to enter the trade on a smaller time frame. You see better what I mean. But we see a beautiful break with a strong candle on the 30-minute. We see it close above and retest the level. On those retests of all-time high, I know for gold it's going to be going up, especially in the conditions we were in on the beginning of last week with the new news incoming on the Japanese government and everything. So they were constantly scared in economics. No, I totally understand, but I'm more so fascinated by how others trade. I don't talk about my ways of entry because I wouldn't want to risk ever influencing you Ooh, well, in a live trade. Oh, bro, you wouldn't influence me. I'm too. Yeah. I'm already too in the market for too long to getting influenced by any other influence than my own thoughts on a trade. It's not that I don't accept something to learn from someone else. It's more that I know that I'm profitable for over so many years that I don't have to change anything. I could learn new things, but I don't have to change anything. So it's not influencing my trade. You understand what I mean? Yeah, but sometimes you have to understand that I know the strategy you're talking about. Only that's what I talked about earlier in the stream. Same with the gurus and same with the courses. Everybody gives his own name to shit. So it depends on where did you learn your trading. And I know in the USA there are a lot of content creators and a lot of things to learn online, different than we have here in Europe because we have different content creators, different websites we look for. Um, so strategies are same sometimes, but the names are different. So you can name it initial balance, uh, but it's a name for a certain strategy. So it's funny always when you're gonna look up. It's funny thing for you maybe the gray also because you're a long time you're trading for a longer time. To look up some of the names you use on Google on a strategy or let GPT search for you and or any other AI. And how many names are there for this strategy? Because there are a lot most of the times. But what I said, I'm always open to learn if I don't know stuff, but I would be very doubtful. So, but the gray, what do you trade? Do you trade you trade futures in gold, or do you trade future contracts, or do you trade also trade forex? I don't know what else do you trade, but you mentioned like gold and Nasdaq for this strategy, so yeah, futures trading, yeah, no problem. It's an American thing. No, really, it's an American thing. We have a lot of trouble when we want to go future trading when you're just beginning trading. So for, no, I know, yeah, yeah, understandable. Forex is like really shit, but here we have a lot of regulations for Forex to make it able to trade um, without big company names and everything involved when you're just getting started. So for me, it's no problem anymore. But when used to get started, brokers were a big thing. Like when it was futures, you had to be licensed in the Netherlands to actually execute financial market things. So you couldn't do anything without the proper schooling, actually. In the USA, you could just fill in a question form for your futures account. And when you fill it in right, they'll be like, okay, open your account, buddy. It's a different step. Futures here is the same as banks and everything. So I have to have certain licenses. So Forex and crypto are the only easy options for Netherlands to get in. And for with crypto, they put in new rules and regulations where we cannot actually trade contracts anymore. So no derivatives contracts, future contracts, how you want to do options. We cannot trade them in crypto anymore. So we can only buy and fully sell. So that's a big problem actually, because when I want to hedge my buying position from 50k that I had on Bitcoin and 126k we shorted the top on the Elliott wave count. I want to be able to hedge, and it's also a thing. We are not able to use leverage. We are not able to use anything in crypto. It's all regulated shit now. Not the crypto itself, but being able to use it or use exchanges in the Netherlands is fucked. Yeah, I see markets is one of the best one, especially with customer care because I have my own manager there. So they with certain accounts when you get past a certain level, you get your own hedge manager there, and that's amazing. You could just I'm sending one WhatsApp and something on my account is changed. I don't even have to log in myself, even though I can change some of the things myself. And they help you with everything quick. So the service is really good. No downtime, low fees, spread is not that bad. So IC Markets is one of the best brokers I've used before. And I'm not even affiliated and they don't pay me. So Rwanda is also not that bad. But I prefer IC also. With Rwanda I could make couldn't make better deals. IC came with better deals, so it's kinda. And then not affiliate deals like for my own account. I see, but you have to contact with them. They don't do that through online banking, bro. But if you had, why? It's just you cannot bank transfer 9 million to an account out of nowhere. That's the thing. So you have to contact them to open an account that's able to take that big of a trade. But they have volume enough in IC, so it's not a problem by IC. Maybe regulations in the USA that I don't know, but in the US. But for as far as I know, you could just do it, and only you have to talk to the hedge managers there. So I have to grab personal contacts there. I think you would start with support maybe, because I cannot give out numbers out of the blue to someone in the chat. Talking about 9 figures is no disrespect. I would wish you the best that you're on the level, but 9 figures is something. If you trade 9 figures now, no hate, no. If you trade 9 figures now, you would have known brokers only do that by personal contact. There's no way there's online possibility to do that. Ah, no, but you have IC worldwide. Isn't that allowed in America? No, didn't knew that. Could be, or I don't know. I'm not from America, so but ah, they did, but it didn't don't anymore. Because of regulations in the US. Yeah, I don't know the regulations with you guys, so. But at Rwanda you can do the same. At Rwanda I had contacts too, but the spreads were a little higher, so. But with every broker you use, you should discuss spreads and everything when you use that kind of money, bro. So again, not to hate, but you wouldn't ask you wouldn't have asked this question if you had a conversation with a broker before about this kind of amount. And I always say better be humble, man. No problems with, but you understand what I mean. It's not that they don't do this with my country. Yeah, I read about it. It's because of regulations in USA. Yeah, okay, but for taking the example of 9 zeros was a little like I understand you, but it's the same entry level when brokers accept someone of 1 million, 2 million, 3 million up. You start the same conversations. I'm gonna tell you a different story. Brokers, they connect you because they know the biggest investors of some brokers. So it's gonna be an easy one. If you're gonna get to the levels of millions, bro, and you're gonna easily get that when you are hungry for it. So just keep fighting. But when you get to the path to the million, one day you cannot fill your orders anymore. You cannot make big enough orders, so they have to adjust your account and you have to contact them. But before that, they will contact you because at that point you would make them like really make money also for them. So no problem. But I was like, yeah, that's not that is weird or wrong for the rest of the chat because you also said you stream or are a trader. Like you can better play shit fair, and uh, especially when you don't know everything in the market yet. It's not bad because for everyone there are new steps in the market and there are new things in the market. So you can learn me a lot about futures trading. I do know a lot about futures trading, but not everything because I mainly keep out of futures just because it's harder for me to do my taxes with it. Uh, Forex is more a gray area on behalf of taxes. You do have to pay them, of course, but in different ways. So that's more the reason I don't trade futures that much. If you're planning to stay in the US, I will check out Oanda. I do know they take big clients, and they are able to give you security. Only the spreads are a little higher, but I'm sure they would take clients up to multiple millions or higher even. And also when you come to numbers like that, the gray, um, then you're gonna talk about property and stuff, because actually no one puts amounts 9 zeros on one account, or you're one oil sheikh of of Dubai, because you never put all your things on one place, never. So if you reach that level, it's gonna be in real estate, it's gonna be in yeah, in different things. You understand what I mean? Of course, you could take a couple million and put it on an account, but you would never need 9 figures to make a few million, if you understand what I mean. It's a percentage game, so if you are already on top or you already have a few million, you only need a few percent every time you trade, so the game gets a little easier. It's not like when you get richer, you have to have bigger wins. The percentages stay the same. So that's the cool thing of trading. Like, we don't look at the numbers actually of the winning and the losing of the money. We look at, I want every week I want 1 to 4% consistently. So it doesn't matter how much money I'm gonna put in. It's gonna be 1 to 4% consistently in a week. And if you can do that with 100, you can do that with 1,000, with 100K, with a million. But you didn't came off cocky, but it was just to protect you from chat and other thing, other people who would think weirdly about you, because you're a cool guy and you didn't say anything weird. But I was like, okay, exaggerated example, like a New Yorker, but 9 figures is big. Like, yeah, I think I'm ordering a little quickly. Guys, it is really late for me, and the market's actually cooling down so much. So I'm thinking I'm going to bed. I think I see this trade come back to the VWAP one more time and then move up, or move up immediately. But still, same on gold. For silver, we are already up, so that's beautiful actually. We already broke the highs, so yeah. We do see some weakness in the end here, but we do break structure actually. And if we break this high, it will be even nicer for silver. Um, for euro, we see a beautiful rebound from the weekly open high, and a break of the weekly open high after that. So we see actually a bullish structure after a bearish divergence. USD GPY, I told you it would be enough to kept it a little above the MPOC. So also not the most beautiful entry, but considered the last two trades last week as a compound is not bad. So in this case, we're still aiming for the gap fill of the CME gap of last week. No, so not last week, with week before. There was a CME gap opening of 1%, so we're aiming still to clear that whole path of 2% to the downside. On the USD CHF, we also have this trade still running. I don't see any reasons to close the trade yet. And on this moment, there are still around entry levels for the compound trade because we are currently against a really, really strong resistance area we see right here. It was support, and now we flipped it with a new low to resistance. So a beautiful entry as well. 12, great tradesman, really informative, and hope this trade works well for you. Bro, I hope it too, and actually, if it doesn't, yeah, shit happens, bro. You will see it in the win counter on Wednesday, because tomorrow, guys, I will not be live because my niece is coming over, my fiance and me taking her here for her birthday. She sleeps over, and we go on a movie night. So Wednesday I am back again. Ions, never feel that way. Never. We all started from somewhere. And I'm gonna tell you, I've started from bottom, 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 bottom. I am lucky to say I had really great parents. I'm not from a bad neighborhood. I'm not from a really poor family. I'm just from a normal income family, normal situation. I'm not gonna be the guy that says he's coming from nothing, but I was trading. I came from nothing, and since I've been an adult, I've did everything myself. I've been to zero. I've been to multiples. So, yeah, multiple M's are we currently luckily at. So I cannot complain in life. Um, but not so long ago, and I'm not talking about this year, but it wasn't long ago. I was on zero almost, or even below zero sometimes. So everybody has good times in life and bad times. And the good thing about feeling or being broke is you're only hungry. You're hungry for more. Keep that feeling. Just keep it and use it as fucking fuel to learn, to make more, to kill it. So I'll just see it as inspiration that there's more in the world to be taken, and we see a beautiful reaction happening on gold at the moment. So, guys, I really need to sleep. I'm sorry. Ion, you're welcome every night, even if you don't think you're smart yet. You're just welcome. See you guys next time. And I'm gonna thank you all for a beautiful Sunday market open again. I'm back on Wednesday. Keep an eye on the Instagram story. You will find me there. And the great, thank you all for your information as well. And good that you also support our community. Peace out, bro. Thank you very much.
My head spinning.